What is the application for?
It's my application.
Yes. Mohammed Shaheen Sheikh.
Basically to bring on record certain facts and including that at page 10, the notice issued by the Department of Panchayat that is the formation of the regarding formation of board. Now, in this matter, you is directed to file report. 2 petition was filed and direction was issued to preserve the CCTV footage and the second petition preserve the CCTV footage strong room. Now the first report was not satisfactory. Directed for second report.
Yes. Second also submitted.
CCTV footage and few ballots are deposited.
Yes. All right.
So for the day of poll and counting now so for this notice is concerned, my prayer is very limited. So far the provisions says that the elected board who is functioning has to discharge is until expiry of 5 years from the day of first meeting. Now let them continue that until expiry of the 5 years from the day of first meeting. Let the board formation be done subject to the outcome of the writ petition, and let the notice that I have annexed these I have submission to the effect that the rules has been very specific how to form board.
Where is that? No.
At page 10. And what is the procedure? All are has been laid down in the act and as well as rules.
So what is there to do if the law is there? The authorities are there to implement the law. What,
yes. Now,
what do you require?
Requirement is that page 10, this notice state is directing how to form the board. The rules provides it is the presiding officer who is to decide independently. This is absolutely external dictation, which the state cannot do. That I have judgment in support. I shall cite. If you kindly takes up page 10 last line. It says it starts from now it has been decided by the state government that the date for first meeting of all 3 tiers panchayat board is subject to minor modifications to suit the local level needs may be fixed at the following manners. This the state cannot do. The rule says after notification 21 days, within 21 days, meeting has to be called by the presiding officer, and then the time may be extended if so required. That is the rules. This direction is otherwise taking away the independence of the presiding officer. And there are other in later on if you can take some page 11 last paragraph D. No directly elected members, whether she or he was elected members in earlier body, shall participate in the meeting before she or he has made and subscribed an oath affirmation according to the form set by the 3rd schedule of the West Bengal. This is there already. Now let page 13, first paragraph. This is beyond the rules. Normally, a meeting, including the first meeting, should be held and the business of the meeting should be taken as soon as the quorum is obtained. However, presiding officer may wait for a quorum for 1 hour from the hour appointed for the meeting. This is not there in the rules. All these directions issued by the my prayer is limited. The video should not act independently without being directed by this order, which is beyond the scope of the authority of the state. This is one and whatever formation and of the board and the assumption of charges. I'm making this submission because the procedure is if the board is formed up to 2.5 years, there cannot be any change. Since the petitions are pending and serious allegations are there, therefore that formation of the board and the assumption of charges should be subject to the result of the writ petition.
That is all right, but then the,
My lord, how it is connected with the main writ petition?
no.
The
tell
subject
me-
matter of writ petition is under the challenge.
1 minute, 1 minute. Tell me how these are mere guidelines according to which-
Guidelines. And
Sir, what
and
mandatory
it is-
effect?
it
does
is to
this
be, it is to be challenged independently, and I have not been given also the copy of the, my lord, the supplementary affidavit.
Not supplementary, this is an application,
No, perhaps application for appropriate, right? It has not been given to me.
not served. How can it be? You cannot obtain an order behind his back. He is appearing in the matter.
There was a mistake, perhaps.
Served upon other learned advocate, that
Other lander,
Mr. Shantanu Mitra was served with that.
maybe
Unfortunately,
different matter.
in other matter, that
No, but then this matter.
this application,
Then it has to be served upon him. Without service, no order can be passed.
And my lord,
can it be taken up then tomorrow? Malad? Otherwise, Malad, it will be infectious, Malad.
my
Why
lord,
will it be infructuous?
Right, because day after tomorrow, Malad, the date is fixed for Malad, the meeting. And Malad, if the Malad, usual order is passed, Malad, I believe Malad, it will not prejudice anybody, Malad.
Any steps taken in the meantime will abide by the result,
Result of the
petition.
writ petition.
This
And what they
is-
should not follow this, Malad, because
No,
the rules is comprehensive. Rules is
this-
rules. When the
will
rules
not
is
pass any order till the other side is heard as to how much
uh,
and-
mandatory effect these guidelines have.
and my lord,
guidelines say
in the first day, my lord, I have raised the mentality point.
This
And my lord, the particularly the presiding officer
presiding officer and the winning candidate will be made parties.
made
This I am
because
directing.
unless the ballots, my lord, it is,
and
it is
This come-
evident.
And Malad, since the provision is very clear that elected board should function Malad, until 5 years, Malad, the handing over of charge must be Malad, after expiry of 5 years.
The learned advocate representing the state respondent submits that the presiding officer and the returned candidate ought to be impleaded as parties in the present writ petition. Stop. Next. It appears that the aforesaid persons will be necessary for the purpose of effective adjudication of the instant list. Stop. Any order passed behind their back may be prejudicial to their interest. Accordingly, learned advocate on record of the petitioner is directed to implead the presiding officer and the returned candidate as party respondents in the instant writ petition and serve copy of the writ petition upon the added respondents. Stop. Next paragraph.
Only one thing, only Your Lordship may refer this
An
later. Malad.
application for appropriate order has been filed in the pending writ petition.
And Your Lordship may refer
By
this letter Malad, of election commission. Malad.
by incorporating the communication made by the joint secretary, panchayats and rural development
Your
department
Lordship কে দিয়ে দিন, চাইছেন।
to the district magistrate and the district panchayat election officer, to all the district magistrates and district panchayat election officers dated 27th of July 2023 regarding constitution of the 3-tier panchayat bodies following the panchayat general elections 2023 in all the 22 districts of the state. Let me see what is there. This is the pill matter that is pending.
This has been referred to all
Yes.
authorities, Malad. But while the state has issued the notification thereafter, these are the notifications. These does not refers to anything, Malad. That's why, Malad, I'm just making submission that kindly refer this order so that
Acha. The petitioner relies upon the communication made by the secretary, West Bengal State Election Commission to all the district panchayat election officers and district magistrates of the state dated 12th July 2023 . referring to the order passed by the Honorable Pill Bench of this court in the matters WPA within bracket P. এখানে তিনটে রিট পিটিশন নম্বর আছে, একটা দুটো তিনটে রিট পিটিশন, I'm putting a bracket. Next. The wherein the court directed as follows. Set out. I'll fix the matter
And let
after
them,
a fortnight or three. No, let the matter appear in the combined monthly list of September.